Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 4. So we're going to head back to... Okay, one thing I want to clear up before we go. I kept saying Kaptar. It's actually Kaptar. The planet is Kaptar. So we're going to Kaptar. That was probably annoying for anybody that actually knows what I'm talking about. But... you know, I'm a human. I make mistakes, so... You're just gonna have to forgive me, I guess. Alright. So we're now back in Kaptar. And we're gonna head back here. I'm gonna change this to run so it's a little faster. Actually, before I get too deep into this and we start having issues, I want to make sure the graphics... Yeah, I don't know why it's... Everything is on high, but it says quality preset is low, so that's weird. I'm just gonna change it to high. There we go. There's something weird with the auto detect. I don't know what it is, but at any rate, we are now back in Kaptar, and we're gonna head back up here. And then we're gonna take these stairs up here. Down here. Just want to stop here for a second. I just like this view. I just think it's really cool. Get a nice mix of the temple as well as like the forest over here. It's pretty neat. So we're gonna go over here. Then here we have another gondola, so we're going to ride that. I don't think there's anything over here. Yeah. So we're going to get up here. Flip that. Down there you can see the bridge that we took when we first entered the world. This counterweight doesn't function, apparently. Weird. I guess it doesn't affect the gondola. Okay, so we're gonna get off here. Probably recognize where we are now. But I'm going to come down here. I think there's a switch, yeah. There we go. So I'm gonna flip that. Now the Russian machine is up here. We'll come back to that later. Now this is new. This wasn't here before. So we're going to get into this, and we're going to ride it down. If I can figure out how. Okay. I guess I don't need to keep playing them out. It's really not that interesting at this point. The sound design of this game is really good. I like that you get closer to these turbines and you can actually hear its whooshes. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to go up here. Now, this is our first puzzle here in Kaptar. So basically what we're trying to do... Well, let's go up here first. Is this... Yeah, that's locked. Okay. So... do you remember the stone sphere that was in Hunrath? We're now going to... Well, that's basically what this is. Except this one's wooden. You'll see what I mean in a second. Did a terrible job explaining that, but I kind of really don't know how else to explain it. I'll just show you. Okay. So now, as you can tell, that stone sphere has been replaced with this wooden one. So I think... I don't exactly remember the solution to this puzzle. I just kind of fiddled with it, and it kind of worked itself out, so I'm just going to do the same thing I did before. I'm recording this recording pretty late, and Charles, my cat, is nocturnal, and right now he's playing with his toys, so I apologize if you can hear that. It's probably just a bunch of unnecessary background racket. I apologize for that. I will have you know it's very cute, though. Anyway, alright. Back to the puzzle. So, this thing rotated... Okay. I don't know how many times I need to rotate this thing, but it's basically just trial and error. I think one more time. Okay. So let's go back and see what that looks like. Okay. I think that worked. I think this is a different area now. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, okay. So, one thing I will warn you, if I'm correct, if this is where I think we are. Oh, it's not. Okay. Well, we opened this part up, so that counts for something. Not exactly what we were going for, though. Yeah, I need it to go to the other side, so... Let's, forget what's up there. So there's going to be a little bit of back and forth here. I apologize for that. I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right and I don't miss anything, because it'd be very easy for me to do that. So I'm going to just try and do this as quickly as possible. Okay, so I need to... Where's the staircase? It is over here, so we're going to change it to 180 degrees. I think that's pushing the button 4 times. Let's see. Yeah, looks like it's 4 times. And once more. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to go back up there, make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm pretty sure that's the door that I can't open from this side, but I'm not positive. I want to make sure. Okay. So we're going to go up here. Yeah, that's the one I can't open from this side. Okay. So now we're going to rotate this Forget which way it rotates. Let's do twice and see what that looks like. Okay. Once. And twice. This will either be correct or I need to turn it around 180 degrees. Either way, we're making progress. It just might not be as efficient as it could be. Did I do it? Nope. Alright, so, yep, it's 180 degrees. Basically, we're trying to get into that little divot over there. Once we get there, it's going to take us to the Maray hive. So there'll be a bunch of Maray beetles flying around. I will warn you, my computer, I don't know if it's the game or if it's my computer. It shouldn't be my computer because I have nothing but good parts in my computer. I put a lot of money into it. But for whatever reason, the game kind of, it does that stuttering where the frame rate drops to like 3 per second. I don't know why it does that. It just does. It's been pretty consistent no matter how many like settings I change, or if I lower the graphics to like nothing, it seems to have no impact. So I think it's actually just the game. Which kind of makes sense. I mean, for something that has as good of graphics as this and a free roam capabilities, I mean, that is a lot of stress running on the application, so. Alright, this should be correct. Oh, actually, I just realized something. I'm sorry, I'm gonna did something wrong. I'm just gonna fast forward to the part from this point on, because this might take a little bit. I'm just gonna fast forward to the point that we need to. Okay, so I forgot a very important step. We actually needed to go back into this temple. This wasn't just as simple as opening the door. I need to actually go back and do something. Well, I guess I can just tell you what that is. So basically what I have to do is I have to go back to where I turned those pistons on and turn that bottom was it bottom left one off? I think I mentioned that earlier, but this is the part where I need to actually do that. And later on you'll understand why. One thing I will point out is that if I go over here, well, I guess I can't access that area, but see how that cogwheel is turning? I need to get that to stop because eventually I'm going to need to walk through that. So we're going to disengage the piston for this machine. That's what we're doing. So we're going to have to go back up here. See, now we can use that shortcut that we established. Although, I guess I don't need to. I'm just going in here. But it's there if we need it. So I'm going to use this and disengage this piston. There we go. Okay. Now we can head back. You can imagine without the aid of a walkthrough how much back and forth there is, how much trial and error, and just, you know, basically having to go back to change something, go back to another location to see what changed, and then doing that a couple times to really figure out if you've achieved what you need to do. See, so now you can see that this is disengaged. So we're going to go back to where we were, back to the wooden sphere, and then I'm going to have to rotate it so that we can get to that that like underside, and then that should give us access to the hive. I didn't set a timer for this episode, so I forgot to do that. I've been doing that for the past few so that they don't get too long, so I apologize if this one's a little bit longer. Okay, so we need to get into this like green space that you can see here. So I think I need to turn this 90 degrees, so that'd be 2 times on that button. And this should be the last time that we need to do this. From here we can just get on with the game. Okay. So, one last time, we're going to go down here. I'm going to click this button once. And once more. Now the staircase should be facing this way. Yep. Alright. And we are good to go. Sorry about all the backtracking. It is really important that I do that though, and you'll soon see why. Okay. Okay, so as I said, the game might stutter a little bit here. If it does, I apologize. It has in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if it happens here. But here is the Maray hive. Somewhere around here. Not sure if that's it right there or if that's just like an egg thing. I don't know. Either way, this is like the base for the Iraq. And we're going to yeah. So, in the last episode, I pointed this out. Here's that alien. This is the first time we get really up close to a Mofang. It's pretty apparent this one has fallen. It's got some kind of weapon here. I never figured this out. This is like a scale. I weigh 160 pounds, and it doesn't really change anything. It just moves that, which I don't think achieves much. But that's where we were looking for, or looking through the last time. There are some pieces of paper here. So this is about preparation with the war, with the Mofang. And then here, this is important. Let me make sure that picture actually turned out okay, because we're gonna be using that. Okay, I can read that. That's actually for the Russian machine. So when we go back, we're gonna punch that number in, and we're gonna see what happens. I didn't do that last game, so we're gonna do that this time. So we're going to keep going this way. Is there? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna lift that. Undo that. I think, yeah, that opens that up for us. Oh, there's the polyarc right there. There you go. So we're gonna go back down here. The game didn't stutter. I'm pretty surprised by that. Actually, I think I must have walked past it. Okay. So I think we keep going. Yeah, we're supposed to keep going down this way. Sorry, I accidentally went back up. Yeah, there's the stuttering. I was gonna say, that was too good to be true. Okay. Now, we are right on the tree. Now, aha, see? If this were spinning, I wouldn't be able to walk through it. So I'd have to backtrack all the way and undo that piston. But since we already did that, we can walk through it. We're gonna go down here, and bam, there's the base of the tree. Now, you can probably imagine what the next step is. That would be, well, loading the game, apparently. Okay, and we're going to water the tree, just like the last time. There we go. Alright. Now, if you remember from the last time, the backgrounds are always different every place you go, so I kind of like to go into these little corridors and check it out, because I think it's pretty neat. I just think it's cool. I mean, look at that. And that's pretty neat. Okay. So, now that we've turned on the tree for Kaptar, we can actually use this portal that has the tree that's activated in Hunrath. Just like that, so we can go through it and we can jump between worlds just like that. So, we don't want to go back here though. We still have work to do in Kaptar, so we're going to go back up here. We're going to make our way back to the engine where that big turbine is, and we're going to punch in that number that we took a picture of. So that's, I think, going to rotate this way, so I need to turn it 6 times. Okay. So, yes, we need to go back. I apologize. This is just the nature of the game. There's a lot of jumping between worlds, changing things, jumping back. I can understand why some people might not be a fan of this, but for me personally, I think it's actually pretty fun. Okay, so staircase needs to be pointing up that way, I believe. So I'm going to push the button a lot of times. Okay. So it should be facing us. Yep. Two more times. Okay. That should do it, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, okay. Okay. So that should be, yep, facing that way. Which should let us out through the temple. Whoops. A bit of stuttering there. Okay. So we're gonna head back down, up to the turbine, just like before. To quickly write that down so that I don't have to keep going back and forth. Okay. So it is 766 000 964 007 046. Is it a B? And then 1649. Okay. So we're gonna go back, resume game. Is there like a B symbol on here? Okay, I'm just assuming that's an 8. So we're just gonna do that since everything else is numbers. So it's 7, 6, 6, 0, 0, 9, 6, 4, 0, 0, 7, 0, 4, 6, 8. I just had to hit enter. Okay, well, I made that way more complicated than I needed it to be. Okay, well, we got the achievement, and it seems that it just fell apart. Let's actually go down and investigate real quick. Yep. The thing just kind of fell off, so... Alright, whatever. We got an achievement, so I'll take it. Okay, so... Now I believe what we need to do is... go back to Hunrath? Yes. So... You know what that means. More backtracking. Almost there. Okay. So we're gonna flip this back. Oops. Not quite. Once more. Okay. And we are going back to Hunrath. Alright, so we're back here. We're gonna walk back this way. I'm pretty sure the episode's getting pretty long, so I'm gonna do one more thing. And I'll tell you what we're gonna do next, and then I'm gonna end the episode there. Because I want to break it up a little bit so it's a little bit easier to digest all this. So we're going to head back. Let's go through here. And I think we can just go through here. Does this take us to where we need to be? Nope. So we need to... I think we need to go through here. Okay. So, now, we are going to Maray, which is the other world, the home of the Villain. Since we opened that door in the last episode, we should be able to progress through that doorway now. Okay. So now we can walk down here. And aha, this doorway is now open. Remember, there's the interface up there that we used. So, we're going to go in here.
Don't panic. This is the best way to keep everyone safe. Just stay on this path and cross the first bridge. Then keep going until you get to that sign-in area. You'll get more information after you sign in.
Okay, so that was a message from Caroline Farley. It just loops. This is a little map of what's going on.
Then keep going until you get to that sign-in area. You'll get more information.
Of course, we come up to the bridge and there's no bridge. So, we're going to go over this way. And, oh, there is another swap machine. So, we're going to take this. Okay, let's take note of where we are. Okay, there's the entrance to Farley's community center, or her house. And this is where that arch was. So, when we use that swap device, that arch is now in Maray. So we're going to go back here, because we don't want to bring it back. That arch is actually going to be useful to us. And I'll show you here in a second what I mean by that. So you'll notice this is a different seed swap device. So we're going to head back. Okay, so we're back here again. That's where we came the first time. We're going to pass through this. This thing's going to talk to us like it always does, and it's going to be really annoying. We're just going to ignore that. And then, when we come over here, now we can use the arch as a bridge. So now we have gained access to more of Maray. And if you look over there, there's another Mofang laser. So we're going to have to disable that. So in the next episode, we're going to discover more about Maray and what this world has to offer us. See you guys next time.